Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Tuesday, December 18th, 2018. Here's the story. As I am doing this video blog, there is a rally on Wall Street. I want to talk about that. There was also a rally in the bond market. Does that sound familiar to you? Does it also sound kind of twisted to you? So right now, as I am doing this video blog, we have a rally in the stock market with a simultaneous rally in the bond market. This is what we have been witnessing, you and I, for months. Then it kind of disappeared for a bit, but now it seems that, well, it's back. This is unheard of. You don't get these things in a real market. This is completely fake, and we'll talk about that too. So again, as I am doing this video blog, stocks are higher. Dow Jones Industrial Average is up about 280 points. Cash is also moving into the bond market. 10-year yield coming down. Dollar is weaker today. Cryptos are catching a bid. Gold and silver are catching a bid. Also, and you better sit down for this one, more companies are offering, wouldn't you know it, stock buyback programs. Boeing, Johnson & Johnson are two of the big ones. But again, I know you're not surprised about this because I told you this was going to happen. But we're going to see more of this. What I'm waiting for is some kind of a prop-up mechanism for crude oil. Again, the major banks, the investment banks, have huge investments in crude oil. They will not be allowed to lose. You'll be allowed to lose, and you're going to have to bail them out like we did last time, but they will not. So some type of a false flag, some type of something is going to happen. Now let's talk more about false markets. That word, false markets, is a term that was used by candidate Trump repeatedly. As a matter of fact, I'm going to place a link to an article I want you to read from 2016 where President Trump said specifically that the Federal Reserve was creating a false market by keeping interest rates suppressed. But today, I mean, this is incredible. He's now turned into the crybaby in chief. I hate to have to say that because I voted for the man and I still support him. All right, he's tweeting, please, Federal Reserve, don't raise rates, don't do it. Again, he's going completely against candidate Trump. That was a different guy than the guy we have now. And again, there's a link to in the description of this video to an article. Have a look at it and share it so you can gain a perspective as to what's going on. Missed opportunities like you cannot believe. We really didn't need to be facing a possible worldwide depression over inaction, which should have already been taken with regard to the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is so behind the curve, it has created a false stock market and a false economy. And I'll tell you something, it really does bother me a little bit when I think about it. There's something else had to go on here. But there are still those of you, many of you out here, who are in a delusional state, because I know there are some YouTube bloggers out here that have something that need to maybe up their medication, all right? There is no way, mark my words right here so you can all talk about it when it's over. At the end of all this, the Federal Reserve will still be right where it is. Every other world central bank, for which there are hundreds of them, will still remain. And the Bank for International Settlements will also be there. And that's the truth. There's no way, and I wish this would happen, but it's not going to. It can't happen that one man could possibly bring down a central bank. I mean, just the thought of that people actually believe that in some twisted reality that can happen. Maybe you need to up your medication too. It's just not going to happen. So stop listening to these people out there who have no conception at all as to what is actually going on. I am a market player. This is all I do. These are the guys out there, girls, whoever they are saying this stuff. Maybe they have a part-time job. Maybe they have a full-time job. I have no idea. But they do not understand these markets at all. Anyone saying that is the biggest clueless individual I've probably ever heard of in the history of the world. And that's the truth. Mark my words so you can remember I said all this. At the end, the Fed will still be there along with every other world central bank, including the Bank for International Settlements. It would take a revolution on a worldwide scale. And even then, I don't even know. Believe me, do I wish this were not true? Of course. But unfortunately, this is the environment we, unfortunately, have allowed to develop. And our politicians, every single one of them is playing right into it. It's insane. You know, I'm going to keep this video kind of short because I want you to look at the contrast between candidate Trump in 2016 and the guy we have now, the crybaby in chief. It's insane. All right, anyway, there is a link in the description of this video to that article. Have a look at it. Anyway, use your own intellect. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't even listen to me, okay? Use your own intellect and make up your own choice. Do you really believe that one man or one group of people can take down every world central bank, including the Bank for International Settlements? Sorry, ain't happening. See you later.